Hello and welcome to the awesome TV show with Nikhil Taneja. I'm your peace-loving host Nikhil Taneja, and this week I'll be reviewing Ryan Murphy's show about two war-loving Hollywood dames, Feud. It's already the second week of April, and that's great news because April is the best. Silicon Valley, Veep, The Leftovers, Better Call Saul and Fargo with an all-new Ewan McGregor are coming back with new seasons in April. Prison Break is coming back with a sequel. There's also the super buzzy adaptation of Neil Gaiman's book American Gods. There's Amazon's American Playboy, the Hugh Hefner story, and Netflix's Dear White People. But this week I'll be reviewing a show that I've been threatening to review for the last couple of weeks, Feud. Why do I want to review Feud so badly? Because A, it's fun and campy, and B, it's a Ryan Murphy show, so it deserves some respect. Ryan Murphy's show. Feud is based on the real-life Hollywood rivalry between two legends, Joan Crawford and Bette Davis. Their rivalry came to a head during the production of the film Whatever Happened to Baby Jane that both of them starred in.
And action!
I barely touched her.
Did you get it?
So what's there to like in the show? Well, here are 5 points why the show is worth your time. Number 1, this is a Ryan Murphy special. There are very few who can do delicious TV drama as well as writer, producer, creator, director, multi-hyphenate Ryan Murphy, who's behind the shows American Crime Story, American Horror Story, Glee and Scream Queens. And in this show, every punch lands harder, every burn is more delish, and the campiness is palpable because this is a Ryan Murphy special right here.
Care to comment on the fact that Miss Crawford says you look old enough to be her mother?
You gotta keep them at each other's throats. You have to.
Lose the shoulder pads.
I beg your pardon.
And cut back on the lipstick. You're playing a recluse who hasn't seen the sun for 20 years, for Christ's sake.
Number 2, it's got two legends pitted against each other. This is a story about legends, and this is a story featuring legends as well. Joan Crawford is played by Ryan Murphy favorite Jessica Lange, and Bette Davis is played by Susan Sarandon. And man, do the sparks fly. Plus there's a sparkling support cast that includes Alfred Molina, Stanley Tucci and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Number 3, it's filmy AF. I don't think there's anything as filmy as stories about what transpires behind the scenes of films. And this show is as filmy as it gets. In fact, I think Ekta Kapoor could adapt it into a TV serial just like that. Shit, I hope I didn't give her an idea. Number 4, it's bitchy AF. There's a certain charm to the bitchiness of actresses, especially when done with wit and charm, which are just the two qualities that Ryan Murphy can extract so very well from all his actors. And when those actors happen to be Jessica Lange and Susan Sarandon, you get Gossip Girls but with women. Number 5, it's a portrait about the fickleness of fame. As is with most stories about the workings of the glamour industry, this show is also a portrait about the fickleness of fame and shows very well the loneliness that comes with being associated with the show business. When the show gets deep, it hits home hard. And what doesn't work? Well, the thing is, had this series not been based on a real-life story, there wouldn't have been much to watch in the show, as it's got nothing new to say about the highs and lows of the show business that you already know so much about. There's an inherent sense of deja vu in the theme itself. So if you're into it, you'll be really into it, and if you're not into it, you'll mostly be like, क्या हो रहा है? ये क्यों हो रहा है? इससे तो empire की बुआ रही है. So is it an awesome TV show? Well, it is a pretty decent show, but in making a show about a B movie, the makers have made a B show, and that's the fun part about it. I enjoy it for its campiness, and if you are into that kind of a thing, then देखना है तो देख लो. Also, what I'm really looking forward to is season 2 of Feud that's already been announced, and that's about the feud between Prince Charles of Wales and Lady Diana. I can't wait to see who'd be cast as Lady Diana. Second also, a lot of shows have just gotten over with the new seasons or are just about to. Among others, there's Walking Dead, Homeland, Legion, and a brilliant final season of Girls that I'll be talking about next week. But for now, I'd like to take a moment to recommend another show that I've really enjoyed this season that I've already spoken about, Big Little Lies. The show really dug deep with its exploration of suburban mom politics, but the way it ended on such a high note, it became so much more. It really became a story about empathy that only mothers and women can share with each other, given the kind of tough issues the show deals with, prime among them being domestic violence. And of course, in the season finale, we also find out who's killed and who's been killed. I have to say, early on, I totally guessed who was killed, but I never could have guessed who killed them. So well done there, Big Little Lies. But let me reiterate again, the show is so much more than just a mystery, and it is a certified awesome watch. Both Feud and Big Little Lies are on Star World Premiere and stream on Hotstar, so happy binging them until I'm back next week with the review of the final season of Girls, plus my thoughts on Prison Break and American Playboy. Or I might do whatever else I want to, just because I can. Till then, तुम्हें रायन मर्फी की कसम, share this video. तुम्हें जॉन क्रॉफर्ड की कसम, तुम्हें बेटी डेविस की कसम, तुम्हें पूरे हॉलीवुड की कसम, share this video. Whether you liked or disliked Feud, do not forget to like, subscribe and share the Film Companions Reviews channel here. Check out all my earlier reviews over here. Give me your thoughts on Big Little Lies, the season finale, down below. And of course, do not forget to follow me on all social media on Taneja मैं हूँ, because Taneja मैं हूँ mark इधर है.